notifications are going out, I have to be a politician and talk about nothing for about 2 minutes so that people get their notifications. But we have some exciting opportunities at the Ark Encounter, at the Creation Museum, at Answers in Genesis. I really wanted you to help us get the message out there. I have a couple of people down here at Ark Encounter. We're actually in the gift store and we're in front of our coffee shop and where they make coffee here and they have ice cream and they make cookies. Wow, look at those cookies. You know, I better get back to doing what I'm doing here. Okay, so there's some of our employees here who have here with us one of our HR staff. You know, in Australia we would say HR. Do you realise that?
That was not
HR,
good.
HR, that's not good. HR, is that right?
Yes,
Yes,
HR.
that's American. I've got to try to be American. HR, and this is Katrina.
Yes.
That's the same name as that hurricane, isn't it?
Yes, it was named after me.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right. So you're like a hurricane around here? And
My nickname's Storm, but it's not for that reason.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
It's not for that reason. Okay. And this is Otto. Otto, what is your position here?
I'm the Director of Operations and Retail Merchandising.
Okay, so we want to tell people about a problem that we need a solution to.
Absolutely.
And a problem is we are so busy here, so many people coming, contrary to what the atheists have been saying for ages. It's interesting than the secular media. But anyway, we have so many people coming. We need more employees.
That we do.
And we really are looking for seasonal. I want you to define what you mean by seasonal. Seasonal can be very flexible, right? We have lots of full-time positions. Actually, if you go to our website, our main website, answersingenesis.org, and we'll pin that at the top here of the comments, but if you go to our main website and look down the bottom at the menus down there and go to jobs, and you'll see, you know, there's all sorts of jobs available. Guest service assistant manager, public safety officer, grounds, junior development ops engineer, digital project manager. Look, I got a whole list of them here. Information security architect, marketing and communications, and so it goes on. Print mail assistant, warehouse associate, goes on and on. But what we also desperately need are seasonal. So Katrina, tell us what is meant by a seasonal position.
So seasonal is our opportunity to bring folks to the Ark to work for us, to help us in whatever they are available to help in. So seasonal can be part-time to full-time hours, anywhere ranging from 0 to 40 hours per week. If an individual can work a couple months of the year, that's great. If they want to work all year round but can only work 3 days a week, we can make that fit for them. So we really just want to work with the employee to build a schedule that works for them.
In other words, it's really flexible.
Absolutely.
So for instance, maybe there's someone out there that dropped their kids at school and they got 3 or 4 hours during the day, they could come and be a seasonal employee.
Absolutely.
Or somebody who's a college student and needs a job for the summer,
Yes.
they could come. And not just the Ark, but the Creation Museum as well.
Absolutely.
Right? We need seasonal employees at both places. And how many seasonal positions do we offer, Otto?
We have hundreds. We literally have hundreds of seasonal positions that we could fill even tomorrow.
Really?
Yes.
That's exciting.
It is exciting because we just continue to affect the world around us.
I know at Answers in Genesis, people don't realize, you know, at Answers in Genesis, Creation Museum, the Ark Encounter, when you're looking at, say, the middle of summer and we're at one of our peak times, we've got well over 1,000 employees, hundreds of seasonals, well over 1,000 employees. And you know, this is to tell people that, hey, you could just be someone who's already retired and say, I'd love to go and well, maybe I could have spend 2 hours a day doing something. Even that is possible, right?
Absolutely. We have positions available in all areas with every skill set, so we can make it work.
So positions in the cafe?
Absolutely.
Coffee shop, bookstore, guest services, riding the buses?
Absolutely.
Ticketing?
We have also positions in our zoo. We have positions in horticulture, maintenance, housekeeping, guest services, retail, food and beverage, transportation. We really have something for everyone.
Well, that is, it's incredible. It's a phenomenal opportunity, and we just need people to get the word out that there are positions going here at the Ark Encounter, at the Creation Museum, and we're already starting the busy season. I mean, there are thousands of people coming every day, and so you see them here, Otto.
That we do. We every day we have thousands of folks that come through this Ark Encounter, and it's just very exciting to see all the lives that are coming through here. And it's just a great opportunity for anyone to come and work with us to get the word out.
It's a great organization to be a part of, and in fact, Katrina, you're here in HR, so I didn't ask you this ahead of time, so
Sure.
I'm not putting you after this, but what's it like to work at the Ark Encounter or at the Creation Museum, for the Ministry of Answers and Genesis?
Absolutely the best job I've ever had. I've worked with the public for a long time, and this is the best team I've ever worked with. We have an opportunity to grow in our faith and in relationships with our fellow employees, whether it be inside of our department or outside. Over and over again, I hear the happiness from employees about the relationships they're able to build and the Christian walk they're able to follow as they work here at the Ark. So it's really the best job I've ever had.
Now, we are a Christian organization, and as a Christian organization, we employ people who are Christians. We actually, for the seasonals, we actually have a more abridged statement of faith, the fundamentals of Christianity, not our detailed one for all of our full-time managers and others. So for seasonals, I know there's a lot of young people who still aren't necessarily mature in all their thinking in lots of areas, but if they can sign the tenets of the fundamentals of the Christian faith, they can work here. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And where do they go? Where do they go to get all this information about the jobs? How do they apply?
So there's two ways to apply. They can go to answersingenesis.org/careers and travel to that page, which I believe you said that would be available in the comments after this.
Yes, we'll make sure that that's pinned here in the comments. And also when they go to the answersingenesis.org website, if you go right down the bottom of the front page, you'll see there lots of different menu items, and you'll see careers, jobs there. So go there.
And the second opportunity for that is, so once we receive an application, our human resources team will be screening that and reaching out to applicants to set up interviews. If an individual is maybe not comfortable as far as navigating a computer or things of that nature, or maybe they don't have that availability, they are welcome to do a walk-in to one of our open interview sessions, and our staff will be glad to assist them with navigating to the website there. Open interviews are every Thursday at Mount Olivet Christian Church, also known as the Mount. It's on Eibeck Lane, right next to the Ark property. And
right, that's not the main entrance for the Ark. The main entrance for the Ark is over off Highway Kentucky
36.
36. And there's so many numbers around here, I keep forgetting. But that's at exit 154. Eibeck Lane is sort of the back entrance. It's actually a staff entrance, and
Sure.
there's a security gate there, so the public can't come into the Ark there.
Absolutely.
But before you get to that, there is the church. In fact, it's not far from the Veterans Cemetery.
Yes, if you can get to the Veterans Cemetery, there's also a large salt dome there with the Kentucky State Road Department. If you find that, you make a right, turn onto Eibeck Lane, you will see Mount Olivet Christian Church.
On the left.
On the left, yes.
Yes, as they come down Eibeck Lane on the left. And so you have open interviews there.
On every Thursday for the month of March and April from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
So every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 4:30
Yes.
at Mount Olivet Christian Church there. And yeah, they call it the Mount.
Yes, we call it the Mount.
And it's wonderful to have a church there that allows us to use their facilities because it's right near the Ark. And they can come there for open interviews, or they can go and apply through the computer. Through the links that we supply there, and we're supplying the comments, and also they can go to Answers in Genesis .org website. So Otto, what sort of positions are you looking for right now?
Well, we've got positions in every department, but one of the things about the seasonal model that we have a generalist. So you have somebody that may be able to work at admissions for the first 4 hours of their day, and then work in food and beverage for the finish. So it really is across the board. We have a great need in both the guest services, food and beverage, and the retail. So and it's nice because if there is an opportunity, you say I have a little bit of experience here and a little bit of experience here. Well, we can use you in both locations, and it makes it a little bit more fun that way as well.
And at the Creation Museum, and we're going to do a Facebook Live too from the Creation Museum, we have the same sort of needs there as we do on the Ark. The Ark actually gets more visitors, and so we have bigger days, and we need more people down here. That is true. And so, when you think of the economic impact the Ark and the Creation Museum is having on the community, I saw an article this week, 20% of all tourism economic impact is in northern Kentucky. And a lot of that is because of the Ark. and the Creation Museum because of these two attractions. So, okay, so I'll ask you the same question I asked Katina. What's it like working at Answers in Genesis?
I love working at Answers in Genesis. I pastored for 15 years, and God called me out of that and brought me into the Answers in Genesis ministry. I started out as a guest services development supervisor where I just helped train people on things, but every day I fall in love with the work that I do here, and the people that we work with are just great. I've got some of the greatest managers I've ever worked with here at the Ark Encounter.
Well, that is phenomenal. We do have some special people here, lots of special people here. And we're looking for more special people who want to be a part of this. You know, there are people that actually now are retiring and they're moving to Northern Kentucky to be here so they can work at the Ark and work at the Creation Museum, and they buy homes in the area, and it's really having an impact on the area. And of course, more and more hotels are going up. And of course, as the hotels go up, they're looking for people to employ as well. And we're looking for people, and more people continue to pour in here to the Ark and the Creation Museum. So a lot of competition out there, but this is a Christian facility, and we are looking for Christian people to be a part of this, and it's a wonderful opportunity. I know many people who've worked in certain places out there in the secular world say it's so refreshing to be here. Have you heard that from employees?
Yes, I'm one of those employees, actually.
And so it's just different, isn't it?
It really is.
You know, a different atmosphere.
It's just it's one of the best group of people I've ever worked with. So
we're not perfect. But
we're not perfect. We all have our good days and our bad days, but I like to think that we have a supportive nature, and we are available to show each other grace and love when we need that. So
that's excellent. Okay, so get the word out there that we need people to come work at the Ark. And at the Creation Museum and at Answers Genesis. Look at the jobs that are available. Just show you this here. I just printed this list off the website, and there's that list right there that you can see. We'll just do a little scan down on that, and that's just a partial list. And then we also have, I got the rest of it here, the rest of that list there. Now that doesn't include all the hundreds of seasonal positions.
Absolutely. So the positions that we're looking at currently on the sheet are primarily full-time with benefit positions. They are regular positions.
Right, they're the ones I just showed.
Absolutely.
But we want part-time to full-time in food and beverage, guest services, retail, transportation like driving buses?
Well, there's a little bit of everything. We have driving buses. We also have what they call a bus loader. So that person is kind of our guest service reach out to the folks that are coming on the bus to make sure that the bus is safe to travel.
And then housekeeping. Housekeeping is so important. The housekeeping team here, I am so proud of them. They keep our restrooms pristine, and
Yes.
people comment on that. You know, that's a really important part of what we do, because there's your reputation right there. And when people see those beautiful, clean restrooms, maintenance, horticulture, the zoo, looking after those animals, wow, there's a lot of work involved in doing
Yes.
that. Logistics, so there are a lot of positions that are going here at the Ark Encounter. And so encourage you, again, to look at the link that we're providing there. And again, open interviews, Katrina, on every Thursday.
Every Thursday for the month of March and April at Mount Olivet Christian Church on Eibeck Lane from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
And we'll make sure that we pin a link to Mount Olivet Christian Church as well,
Yes.
so that people will know where they can go to get there for those interviews, open interviews every Thursday, March to April. And again, for seasonal, it could be a couple of hours a day, it could be during the middle of the day, it could be full-time, it could be part-time. We can be flexible around their schedule, right?
Yes.
So it's a great opportunity for people too. If they want a little bit of extra income for their family, their kids are in school, say, they could come work here for, you know, a few hours each day, and it's a great opportunity for people.
It really is.
So they have to sign our statement of faith, and for seasonals, we have an abridged sort of statement of faith for the fundamentals of Christianity, but you know, there's so many people out there that I think would really enjoy working here at the Ark Encounter. So with that, we can see all these happy employees. Look, they're making all these goodies behind me. I've been smelling these while we've been standing here, and it's making me hungry, actually.
They are
And
quite good.
Do people actually eat those big cookies? Like, they actually eat those?
They do,
Have they?
and there's quite a few perks when you take on employment at the ARC. One of the perks is the food discounts, so you can enjoy cookies every day if you so choose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could change things in your life after a while.
Absolutely.
So anyway, well, that is great. All right, well, we're going to finish up here. Thanks, Christina. Thanks, Otto.
Thank you.
And look forward to hopefully seeing some of you come and work here at the ARC Encounter.